It was going on. So I got told off by Amanda Seals. I goes, you didn't need to backhand Shannon Sharp. It gave you a platform to share your side of the story. Why allow your audience to trash him? Come on, man. She goes, you sound like a classic woman. Sorry, I can't say that. That was terrible. So basically, she said, you sound like a classic woman can never be held accountable brand of man. Why come in here telling me that somehow it's my fault that I responded to an invite to come on that man's show? Actually, you wanted to go on that show, but anyway, where you will gain revenue for my words and my face that I will not receive, and somehow it's also my responsibility to stop people from calling him on is absolute bullshit. Whatever you're smoking on, whatever you're smoking, you need to put it down. Okay? That was her reply. So I goes to her, listen, Amanda, I was moved by your interview with him. Yeah, you had different opinions, but you hugged it out at the end. Why follow the crowd? Why not show appreciation for a red hot show like Shannon, like the Club Shay Shay? What's wrong with that? What's wrong with a little gratitude? And I say this, why mess up your blessing again? This is something that this woman has done multiple times. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, talented girl, but she just has a knack to just, it's like, anyway, I say, why mess up your blessing again? You had people hearing you, and all it took was a few hours. Do you know what I mean? And people already, she's already finding faults in Shannon Sharp. I'm like, what bullshit? You had different opinion. Is that a crime? Well, I actually just left it there. And my last thing to her was like, man, I wish you well, but you're not God and you can't. I mean, I was just asking her to be more humbled. And guess what she did? Classic. Classic. She blocked me. I'm like, yo, this chick is crazy. So all of that happened. But the thing about Amanda Seals, obviously, the first time I heard about her was on the Breakfast Club. You understand? That's the first time I've ever heard about her, and I followed her career ever since. I loved the first interview she had with the Breakfast Club. I thought, oh my God, this is a star. This girl is amazing, and obviously the stuff that she did with Katy Perry and the stuff that happened over there that made her went viral. But through the years after that period of time, after the initial first Breakfast Club interview that made me know about her, and obviously subsequently her being on Insecure, because we also watch Insecure, um, she just found a way to make a lot of people just dislike us. Because I was following her before. By somewhere 2019, 2020, I unfollowed her because she was just doing too much. And whatever happened to that NFL gentleman, the ex-NFL player, I just felt like she handled that terribly and she had no accountability for almost destroying that man's career. But after the Shannon Sharp interview, I kind of followed her again after a couple of years. That was just all between a few hours, between maybe 15, 18 hours from the time I watched the interview. I thought, oh man, let me give this woman a chance. I felt her interview about being misunderstood. I felt the part where she said, she's explained the story. But there was a few moments in the parts where I thought she went a bit overboard. Shannon had the point, and she had a point in regards to the racist kids. Right, those kids were racist, but Shannon was saying those are kids. The real gun should be pointed at the parents of the kids, which I thought was a valid point. But that was not also saying that her experience as a kid with other kids calling out racial words were not traumatic. They definitely are traumatic, and she has every reason to kind of go very emotional about it. But I agree with Shannon in terms of like the gun should be pointed at the parents of those kids, because that's who those kids learn that from. I was 21 and I had a really powerful racial experience, and that was traumatic for me for a very long time as a 21-year-old. So I'm not trying to say I kind of never imagined what it would have been like for a young person. But anyway, that was a difference of the opinion in regards to Shannon Sharp and herself. And, but the reason I kind of messaged her, I didn't think she was going to reply, but was like, yo, like, that man gave you his platform. Why go on your live and then start talking about, you say I shouldn't go to that show anymore, or they didn't show this part. Just kind of biting that man's, just attacking that man. Like, why do that? And obviously what she said in her story in regards to basically, oh, he's going to use my face, she's still kind of very narcissistically think it's about her. No. Shannon Sharp shed his light with Amanda Seales. That's what happened. Shannon Sharp, that just broke the internet with the Cat Williams interview, has everyone on the planet watching every interview he does, shed his light with you. You don't then, a few hours later, now start, start backhanding that, man. That was what I was saying. Like, show a bit of gratitude, man. Why are you so caught up in yourself? Why are you playing God? You understand? You had a disagreement with that man. You hugged it out. That was what I was trying to explain to her. You hugged it out. Why follow the crowd? All your sort of, women that are very kind of like, those women that don't like men, the group of them that follow her start saying stuff, and you started to follow the crowd. The first video she made was basically her kind of saying, yo, I'm thank you for the love I'm receiving. And then a few hours after that, you start bashing the man. This is why people can't work with you. This is why you're difficult. This is it. How can you get a blessing and then a few hours after the blessing, you're nitpicking it? Like, this shit makes no sense. She's an incredibly talented woman, but this is classic case of self-destruction. This is what she does. This kind of girl that will receive a blessing from God, from the Most High God, like a cake. And I swear to God, this is the kind of girl that will go to God, there's too much icing on the cake. This is how she is. Like, why you're so blessed, so talented, so beautiful, so, like, sometimes when Amanda Seales is right, she's really right. When she's wrong, it's like, can you just hold yourself accountable? Say sorry to that ex-NFL player. Don't try to use fancy words around it. Say sorry. You were dead wrong. And this is the same thing. This is why people have a problem with her. This self-destructive behaviors. Just chill out. The interview just came on. Let everybody soak it in. Spend your time under the light. That man shed his light with you. You just explained yourself. Let you chill. Why? This is Amanda Seales for you. This is why. Because I started off being a fan of hers after the interview on Breakfast Club, and I saw her work on Insecure. That's the reason I felt to kind of message the woman, but I didn't expect her to return the call. I didn't expect her to reply, but she did. But this is the problem, like a very self-destructive nature. She just has to destroy. This is what happened on The Real. Just walk away. Sometimes you just walk away and shut up. Like, she finds fault in everything. She loves to play God. There was a new interview she's done on her channel 15 hours after the initial interview. And she actually said, I can see why people don't like me. Because she said she comes off as a teacher. She comes off as a there's something on her channel on YouTube. You can go watch it. She comes up as someone that's, that's like authority figure, that she understands it, and I'm glad that she understands it. But when will she come to a point where she starts to implement changes in regards to stop herself not destroying her own path? Like, don't step on your blessings, man. Like, you just had a blessing. The man just shared his light with you, and he was doing you a favor, not the other way around. Don't be narcissistic to tell us that it's all about you. Your light was dimming. Your light was dimming. That's why you were crying about the BET stuff.